Representative Schneider.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank the witnesses for your observations and sharing your insights today. And I also want to thank the many men and women serving our nation as diplomats, development workers, and in other critical duties around the world, oftentimes in harm's way, who have dedicated their careers advancing our national interests, protecting our national security. I want them to know that their service and contributions are both recognized and appreciated. I frequently say in this forum that American foreign policy is like a three-legged stool, resting on defense, diplomacy, and development. As former Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis famously said, the less we are investing in diplomacy and development, the more we will have to spend on bullets for defense. I believe that the fundamental mission that we are talking about for the Department of State in that effort to protect our nation is to promote U.S. interests around the world and to help advance our national security. Do you all agree with that, disagree with that view? Do I nod for agree?
I agree, but having worked with Secretary, previously General Mattis in Fallujah and some other places, I would say what's important is the smart use of diplomacy.
Hold that thought, I agree. I think that's the key thing.
Not the volume or the amount,
yes,
but whether it's smart and it plugs into everything else.
Thank you, Ambassador. And I'll say, and maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but I would argue there's broad agreement on this committee, both Democrats and Republicans, that the State Department needs smart reform, and that many of the changes we're talking about are long past due. But reform has to support our national interests and protect our national security. Reform done the wrong way or for the wrong reasons, done impulsively or haphazardly or out of spite and personal vendetta, is more likely to put our interests at risk and diminish our national security posture. So my question for the whole panel, does anyone think that what is currently happening at State, including mass firings of career professionals with years of experience and expertise, and ending the vast majority of programs formerly under USAID, is strengthening U.S. global leadership or making the United States safer? Ambassador?
I think I'm not ready at this point to judge something that was already begun, but we haven't seen the end point. We don't know where Secretary Rubio will wind up on reductions of people, of money. He's going to come before this committee. I think you'll have an opportunity to press him on that question. But again, there's nothing wrong with cutting things. The Clinton administration eliminated almost half a million.
I agree. It's the smart. I'm going to focus on the smart.
Right, so I'm going to fall back on my it's got to be smart excuse to evade the question.
Ambassador Hill.
I strongly support reform and cutting. I think there's a lot that can be pruned back. I agree, obviously. I don't know who would disagree in this context anyway about it being done in an intelligent way and thoughtful way. I also share, though, there's a level of frustration, because we've all seen this over many decades, that when new teams come into a White House and want to change and reduce government, they get beaten back. They get swallowed by crises and bureaucratic resistance. So I don't share, I wouldn't go about it the way it's being done, but I understand a little bit the impulse to be dramatic.
But I think that's why it's so important for this committee, with our authority under Article 1, to take the initiative. Ambassador?
I agree.
I do not see how what's happened so far is advancing our national interests. And I think how and what you cut is critical.
Right. So in my last minute, let me ask some rapid-fire questions. But would countries like China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea see the elimination or downgrade of the Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor as a smart move to the advantage of the United States, or as a move benefiting their own national agendas? And just a yes or no answer.
Absolutely the latter.
Well, I don't see it being downgraded. I mean,
okay.
I don't think that's on the top list of things the Chinese are worried about us either doing or getting rid of.
Because I asked the same question, would the same country see the elimination or downgrade of the Office to Monitor and Combat Trafficking in Persons as a smart move to the advantage of the United States, or as a move benefiting their own national agendas?
It benefits our adversaries.
Okay. Would Russia see the elimination or downgrade of U.S. programs that document war crimes and support civil societies in Eastern Europe as a smart move to the advantage of the United States, or a move benefiting their agendas? Ambassador Jeffries?
Again, that's not one of the things that will move the dial on Russia's reaction to us. It's
But
all
does it
about hard
benefit
power.
us or benefit them? Does it benefit us or benefit them to downgrade programs to document war crimes and support
I
civil
have
society?
a lot of problems with how we define war crimes and how that's used.
All right, and I'm over time, but I'll give the last two quick answers, yes or no.
I think we should be doing it, but I don't think it changes Russian behavior.
I think it does have an impact, and the Office of Global Criminal Justice has helped real-time accountability occur in Ukraine with convictions of Russians for war crimes.
Thank you. So, Mr. Chair, I look forward to working with you on this committee to try to find smart reform that moves us forward, that protects our interests, keeps Americans safe around the world and here at home. I yield back.
We will look forward to seeing your amendments, Mr. Schneider. Representative Biggs.